everybody, Lorien here. It seems like absolute ages since I was able to speak to you guys last, so thank you so much for keeping going with this channel while I've got the January readings out the way. I hope you had a really good Christmas or holiday period, and also the new year. I hope that's been treating you well so far. It's got some good energy coming in so far, so fingers crossed that it's treating you all very well. This week we're going to be looking into the energies for all signs, so this isn't very specific to like Scorpio, Aries, whatever. But we will be looking into the energies that is kind of surrounding us. So this is the 9th to the 15th of January, and we're going to be using the Nature's Whispers Oracle deck. I can't remember the name. I know it begins with Josephine, I believe, and I can't remember her last name, I do apologise, but we're going to be using that. Also I'm going to be doing a 2017 very brief snapshot for all signs. I meditated and I got 1 or 2 words for each individual sign as kind of like a theme for the next year, so there was a few interesting ones, I have to say, so that's going to be up shortly. And also just wanted to make a note that the Patreon page, thank you to everybody who has, all 6 of you, who has subscribed so far to that and supported me. I have got a goal there now, it's to get a new laptop. And also, if you do want to support me, you do get rewards. There's a rune reading every new moon, and I'm going to be doing crystal readings every full moon, as well as other exclusive content as well. But that's what you basically get on the first of on the $1 tier. So as little as that, you can get all that exclusive content as well. And if it is a personal reading, a one-to-one reading with me that you would like, just go to the website below and you can check out all the options. I've still got 50% off the 2017 month by month yearly overview, and it does include runes as well and numerology. So if you're interested in that, it's £20, about $25, and it's probably going to be there until the end of January now, because a few of you have said, oh, but I can't afford it between now and the 10th, so I understand that. So I'm going to leave it running until probably after payday, so if you want to take advantage of that, you can do. So without further ado, let's take a look and see. Just trying to figure out what this image is I'm getting. It was gold and it had wings, and then it fluttered away. So it may have just been one of those vision things, but let's have a look and see what's coming through for us. Okay, they're saying there's lots of changes due. I don't think this is just for this week. I see this being 2017 is the year of change, and judging from your one word things, then yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, because none were jumping out at me at all. Okay, so the first one we have pause. Calm before the storm, I think. There seems to be quite a little bit of deliberation, especially with the people who've asked for this card to come through. Okay, some of you have kind of made difficult, some of you may fear if you have jumped the gun a bit. So for instance, I'll give you an example from my life. I quit my job. I quit. It was part-time, but just 1 week back after Christmas, and I was expected to uphold ridiculous, seriously ridiculous standards. For instance, doing 100 and whatever bills within 4 days or 4 hours without anybody helping me. And when I went in on the final day, there was like 20 bills, and they said that I had to do it in an hour. And if you knew the nature of my job, which, you know, you have to report on £700 worth of stuff, that ain't gonna happen. So I left because it wasn't working for my mental health, and it wasn't working for my general health either, and I didn't really want that environment to be in, its negativity, so I left. Some of you may have actually decided that this year is going to be the year that you're not taking any crap anymore, and it may surprise you when you've decided to leave a relationship, job, or change jobs, or try something new, and you may be going, have I made the right decision? Oh crap, I don't want to jump from the frying pan into the fire. If that unnerves you, just take a pause, meditate. Just try and see how it feels for you this week. Because it probably is going to be a little bit of the calm before the storm. I can't deny that there's going to be some ups and downs for everybody this year. Hopefully more ups than downs, but you probably will have a little bit of a lull of uncertainty before you get out of that and actually see the good parts of it. So I think this week is mainly about pausing and being present in now and how you feel about your decision now, rather than how you'll feel about it 6 months from now. And not even the best psychics and the best tarot readers can pinpoint exactly what your mental state, your emotional health, and everything else around you will be. They can give a good idea, and I've known some people who are really on point with it, but only you can right now. And that's basically what they're trying to say, I think. Just see how you feel right now. It doesn't mean change your mind. It just means calm down, because now is now, 6 months. You know, you can't go back on the decisions, but I think they're just trying to encourage you to try and get over whatever it is that's kind of playing on your mind a little bit. It could even be whether you want to approach a friend or ask for a DVD back or something like that. It can be trivial, but I just think just pause, because I think there's a lot of anxiety throwing around. And considering this day and age, I'm not surprised. The second card was expansion. So this doesn't mean just kind of things getting bigger. This is more you opening your eyes a little bit more to see a wider perspective, potentially. I don't know whether this is getting anything there, but there we go. Yeah, all I'm seeing is like eyes getting bigger. And I think also it's to say that you may realise that your skills are connected to your skills are connected to a wider audience. Okay, so another example. If you were a writer and you wanted to write books, and all you wanted to do is write books, then you would probably have to take up some crappy job on the side before you did that. Alternatively, you could try and make a career out of writing something, anything, on the side, as well as writing books. Your skill is writing. You can look at everything to do with writing. It doesn't have to be one area. For instance, your skill is numbers. It doesn't have to be just one area of numbers. You can have a look and see what else you can do. Your skill is inventions, illustrations, talking to people, counselling is coming up really well. Just see what you can do. Kind of look, pause, and see what you can do. Yeah. That will in turn will expand your mind. You don't even have to work at that. You will expand your mind after you've looked at this opportunity. It's kind of like now Mercury has gone direct again, you're going to start seeing things in an entirely different perspective, which I am quite looking forward to, because Mercury in retrograde has been very annoying. So be spontaneous is the next card, and for me this normally comes up when it's saying that you need to, well, pause, think about expansion, and then just go for it. Basically that seems to be the order that it seems to be going at. Yeah, preparation is not necessarily opposite to being spontaneous. You can, for instance, say, I'd like to go to Vienna. Let's have a look at the flights. Okay, hotel, book it. So you can have a look, okay, let's plan, where would I like to go, what would I like to do, oh, this is available, yeah, let's go tomorrow. You know, that is the kind of be spontaneous. I think if you just went into an airport and tried to pick from the drop down list or whatever of places to go, you might be a bit more confused and more things. It's always better to prepare and then maybe be a little bit spontaneous. But I think that if you see an opportunity, go for it. Basically, I think this is basically what it's trying to say. You will make, actually, this is coming, these two cards here both have people, I'll do that. They both have people holding hands. Don't know whether you can see. There, whoop, there, and there. So expansion and being spontaneous will, I think, coincide with you connecting with people. And then trust your own understanding. So from this experience, you will trust your own understanding of how things are moving forwards, how things are showing you what to do, and how things are playing to your best strengths, how things are manoeuvring in a way to serve you and to serve others. They're being a bit cryptic this week. Maybe that's something to do with kind of like handing you the book saying, you figure it out. You figure it out, because we're not figuring it out. You have to just be the human in this experience and do it. Being a human is not about panicking and doing all that. Being a human is about making choices and using your intuition and learning how to be a better human. That's basically what a human experience is. It is to love and take care of others, yes, but it's about decisions. It's like freedom of choice. Everybody has freedom of choice, or they should have. And it's basically trusting your own understanding of what is right, what is wrong, expanding your own understanding, understanding basically that every single action you take will have ramifications. Everything you do not say, anything that you reach out, you don't reach out, you recharge, you don't recharge, you take the chance, you don't take the chance, it will come back at you with a ripple effect. So one of the things that I like is that inaction is still an action. Even if you do nothing, it will still have an effect on your life. You may be doing the same stuff different day, but if you'd acted, it could be different. So it's kind of like, would you rather be in control of your life? And I think this is basically the theme of coming up this week. Some of you may have already acted on this, maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks in advance. You may have decided that in December, but this is, I think, crunch time for a lot of other people. And seeing where we want to live. Do we want to live in a low vibration, or do we want to live in a higher one? So yeah, I think that's pretty much what we're through at the moment for us all. Very interesting. I'm going to look forward to see what next week has in store for us as well, and see if there's anything that they seem to be coming through with. But for the most part, it seems pretty interesting to me. Let me know how this week goes for you all. The February things should be out by the end of this week. So every February reading for every sign should be up by the 15th. And again, if you want to look at Patreon, the rune reading for last new moon is already on there for Patreon only. And the full moon is going to come up very soon with the crystal readings there. And I'm probably going to be adding more content on there as well, because it's kind of fun now I've got the hang of it. But yeah, let me know how things go for you. If you want a personal reading, click below. If you would like a yearly reading, click below as well. But in the meantime, there's a lot to learn. And I get the feeling that those golden wings that I saw before, will probably come back in and maybe show us the way a little bit. But take care of yourself. Don't let this January weather, for those in the northern hemisphere, get you down, and just be at peace with everything.